After spending a year working for Discovery Resorts in London, Emma Winslow is thrilled when her boyfriend, RJ, surprises her with a proposal. Overwhelmed with happiness, she immediately says yes. However, Emma feels anxious about how her mother, Lana, will react to the news. Since Emma's father passed away when she was just 8 years old, it's always been just the two of them. To make matters more complicated, Emma has never even told Lana that she has been dating RJ. In San Francisco, Lana Winslow runs a successful medical research lab. Emma flies home to share the news in person. She begins by telling her mother that she has decided not to go to grad school or look for a traditional job. Instead, she plans to start her own business. Emma explains that she'll be receiving a 6-figure sponsorship from Discovery Resorts in exchange for promoting their brand. Lana is slightly disappointed but reassures Emma that she supports her decision, especially since she assumes Emma will work from home and they'll still get to spend time together. Then, Emma drops the real bombshell: she's getting married in just 1 month. The wedding will take place at a luxurious resort in Phuket, Thailand. At first, Lana is stunned and unsure how to react, but after Emma convinces her that this is what she truly wants, Lana says she's happy for her. Emma explains that Discovery Resorts is paying for the entire wedding in exchange for publicity for their Anantara resort. On top of that, they're making a generous donation to Lana's favorite charity, the Ocean Institute. Lana, wanting to be a part of the wedding planning since she only has one daughter, insists on helping. Emma reassures her that everything is under control and promises that it will be a beautiful event. When everyone arrives in Thailand for the wedding, Lana's best friend Janice, as well as Scott and Clay, friends from Lana's Stanford days who are now married, join the celebration. However, Lana is shocked to discover that RJ is the son of Will Jackson, Scott's brother and Lana's ex-boyfriend from college. Janice casually explains to RJ that Will and Lana were once a couple during their Stanford years. This brings back painful memories for Lana, who remembers Will as the man who broke her heart. Lana learns that Will's marriage to RJ's mother ended after a little over 2 years, and she left not long after RJ was born. RJ's mother now lives in Australia and will not be attending the wedding. Later, Lana decides to confront Will to address their past. She goes to his room but accidentally sees him naked, which leaves her mortified. Embarrassed, she quickly leaves. At dinner that evening, Lana excuses herself to freshen up. Emma notices her mother's discomfort and follows her to the restroom. There, Lana opens up about her history with Will. She reveals that after graduation, Will ghosted her without a word. Heartbroken, she changed her phone number and moved to start fresh, hoping to shield herself from more pain. Lana admits she's worried that RJ might follow in his father's footsteps and hurt Emma the same way. Emma defends RJ, insisting that he's nothing like his father. She asks Lana to let go of the bitterness and pain from her past with Will, reminding her that it all happened decades ago. Emma pleads with her mother to focus on the future and trust that RJ will make her happy. Back at the table, Lana and Will agree to take on important roles in the wedding, with Lana as the maid of honor and Will as the best man. During the conversation, RJ expresses his gratitude to Lana for her thoughtful gift of a cappuccino maker. Will, on the other hand, surprises the couple with a much larger gesture. He gifts them his condo in Tribeca. Will mentions that he visited RJ and Emma in London after their engagement, which highlights how close he is to both of them. This leaves Lana feeling sidelined, as she struggles to connect with Emma while Will seems effortlessly involved. Later, Lana confides in her best friend Janice, admitting that she feels she can't compete with Will for Emma's attention and affection. Meanwhile, Discovery brand manager Kamala has taken over much of the wedding planning. Kamala is focused on showcasing specific brands and designers as part of the sponsorship deal, leaving little room for Lana's input. She has already selected Emma's wedding gown, a $30,000 dress sponsored by Daisy Street. Daisy, without consulting Lana. Kamala also outlines a packed itinerary for the week, including numerous tasks for Emma to boost her Instagram presence and follower count. As a result, Lana is excluded from most of the events and left feeling disappointed, as she had hoped to spend quality time with Emma in the lead-up to the wedding. Frustrated, Lana meets with Janice to vent about the situation. Later, the two join their old Stanford friends for a game of pickleball to blow off some steam. The game pairs them in mixed doubles, Lana with Scott and Will with Janice. However, the friendly game quickly turns competitive as Lana and Will focus on outplaying each other, effectively sidelining Janice and Scott. The tension escalates when Lana accidentally smashes the ball into Scott's groin, ending the game abruptly. The incident leaves everyone in awkward laughter, with Lana clearly needing an outlet for her pent-up emotions. Dr. Lucas Campion is impressed by Lana when they meet, revealing that his company once tried to recruit her, though she had turned them down. Intrigued, he asks her out for drinks. Around the same time, Emma privately warns Lana to stay away from Will as much as possible and to behave normally, avoiding any awkwardness. However, during the rehearsal dinner, Kamala pairs Will and Lana together for the post-wedding dance. Despite Emma's warning, the pair look stunning together on the dance floor, drawing everyone's attention. Later, Lana meets Lucas for drinks but doesn't stay long when Emma spots her with Lucas at the bar. To avoid confrontation, Lana claims she was simply comparing notes with a fellow medical professional. The next day, Kamala shows Lana the dress she's expected to wear for the wedding, a dramatic, black designer gown that feels completely out of place for the occasion. Though reluctant, Lana agrees, sensing that Kamala's control is draining all the joy out of the wedding. Trying to make the most of her free time, Lana accepts a dinner date with Lucas. Since she isn't included in that day's wedding plans, she decides to join Janice and their old Stanford friends on a spontaneous outing to a secluded island. They take the opportunity to go skinny dipping, fully aware that the resort has a strict no nudity policy. The group gets caught and reprimanded by resort staff, and Kamala is furious. She threatens to pull Discovery's funding for the wedding, escalating tensions. Emma, already stressed by Kamala's rigid planning, accuses Lana of deliberately undermining the wedding. Hurt, Lana fires back, saying she's gone along with every demand, even agreeing to wear a dress that makes her look like Morticia Addams and to deliver a speech written by someone else. Lana also points out that Emma has lost sight of her original intentions for the wedding, including any mention of the charity she was so passionate about. Angry and overwhelmed, Emma tells Lana to leave. Heartbroken, Lana walks away, realizing just how far apart she and her daughter have grown. After overhearing Emma's harsh words to Lana, Will decides to lift her spirits. He invites her for a drive, and they take a jeep to a remote, scenic spot. However, when it's time to return, the jeep refuses to start. Stranded, they head down to a nearby beach to flag down a passing boat. While waiting, they finally have an honest conversation about their past. Will explains that his departure wasn't because of Lana. Back in college, he was lost and unsure of himself, while Lana was thriving, receiving scholarships from every school she applied to. Feeling inadequate, he thought he needed time to figure out his own path. When he was ready to reconnect, Lana had already moved, changed her number, and started a new chapter in her life. Years later, when he tracked down her address and returned to California, it was too late. Lana was already on her honeymoon. This revelation helps them make peace with what happened between them. As they talk, the tension shifts, and they almost kiss, but they are interrupted by a resort employee sent to fetch them via boat. Back at the resort, Emma, now feeling guilty for scolding Lana, talks to RJ. He encourages her to apologize to her mother. Realizing that both Will and Lana have been missing for hours, Emma becomes concerned. When they return to the hotel, Lucas notices how cozy Will and Lana appear together. Frustrated that Lana missed their dinner date, Lucas decides to give her space but tells her to call him if things with Will don't work out. Emma approaches Lana, apologizes for her earlier outburst, and expresses her appreciation for her mother's support. She also stands up to Kamala, insisting that Lana will wear her own dress to the wedding and deliver a toast she writes herself. At the rehearsal dinner, Lana begins to feel optimistic again. However, she overhears Will on the phone, telling someone named Katrina that he can't live without her. The conversation feels all too familiar, and Lana is immediately reminded of how Will had abandoned her in the past. Feeling a painful sense of déjà vu, she distances herself from him once again, unsure if she can trust him after all. Sensing something is off with her mother, Emma visits Lana's room that evening. As they talk, Lana reassures Emma that everything is fine, though Emma can tell there's more beneath the surface. Exhausted from the day's events, Emma falls asleep in her mother's room, giving them a rare moment of closeness. The next day, despite her initial apprehension, Lana ensures the wedding ceremony runs smoothly. Overwhelmed by emotions, she sheds a few quiet tears, moved by seeing her daughter start a new chapter in her life. During the bouquet toss, Lana instinctively dodges it, but to everyone's surprise, Will catches it and hands it to her with a knowing smile. Later, Will confronts Lana about why she's been avoiding him. Lana hesitates before asking him about the phone call she overheard with Katrina. Will explains that Katrina is his secretary, and she had been helping him bring something important to Thailand, the engagement ring he had bought for Lana years ago. He confesses that he never stopped loving her and asks for another chance. Will then gets down on one knee and proposes. Lana, taken aback, hesitates for a moment before realizing that she's ready to let go of the past and embrace a future with him. Smiling, she accepts, and the two share a heartfelt kiss, beginning a new chapter together. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.